Hello everyone, Randall Taussig, Blue Core Leadership, and welcome to another leadership lesson from the cockpit. And today, I'm just about to get this aircraft fueled by Sean. He is excellent. I trust him to do it just the right level with safe operations. I trust him almost with my life because he's so good at it, and fuel is so important in this airplane. In fact, I trust him so much, I'm thinking about asking him if he wants to fly my airplane and take a few passengers from time to time just to relieve me. Kind of a crazy idea, isn't it? Well, not so different than promoting a great employee to management without giving them the tools and the disciplines and the ability to succeed. We'll talk more about that in the cockpit. See you soon. Welcome back to the cockpit, and that would be pretty silly if my buddy Sean, who is a great at dispensing fuel and doing that job very efficiently and effectively, I wouldn't ever consider asking him to pilot my airplane, because I know he doesn't have a pilot's license, and I know he doesn't have the skills. I know that's kind of a weird and extreme example, but we do it all the time in our businesses. Someone's good at their job, and we promote them to leading and managing. We assume that they have the skills to lead and manage. We assume that they are interested in leading and managing. But unfortunately, when we do that, we get ourselves in big trouble. Because not only are they potentially, if they're not equipped with the right skills and the disciplines, and maybe not even the right personality for leading and managing, then they're going to do much more damage than they're going to do good for the company. Though this can happen in any particular function in a company, a lot of times someone who is really good at selling gets promoted to being the sales manager, and it can be the worst decision ever because they're not happy. They want to be out there selling. They're not interested in managing people. Now, there are many capable people in your business that are doing a great job and could be fantastic managers, but you've got to vet that, and you have to make sure that you have confidence that they could evolve into that kind of a position and that kind of responsibility. And if they do show promise, it is imperative that you give them the tools, the disciplines, and the guidance to be able to do that. It's important to invest in them because they're going to be able to give the return. Their work is going to provide the return that you're expecting, and it will pay for itself over and over again. My suggestion is to do your research and find a leadership coaching program that will support what your people need and to support your culture in your company. Okay, there are a few takeaways here. First of all, just because someone does a great job at the work they do doesn't mean that they would be a great leader or manager. The second thing is, not everybody wants to do this work. Take the example of a really successful salesperson. Sometimes they just get their energy from closing that next sale as opposed to leading and managing and mentoring people. And the third thing is that if you do have people that show promise and they are interested, you really need to put them through a program that will equip them to be able to lead and manage effectively. Do your research. Find a program that works for them and for your company. At Blue Core Leadership, we have a mid-managers coaching program that goes 6 months, and we've had great success with it. But my suggestion is find out what your people need, find out what you feel you need inside the business, do your research, find some way to support good people, effective people that you want to be great at leading and managing. As always, I appreciate you being here in the cockpit to have this conversation. I look forward to having you join us again in our next leadership lesson from the cockpit. Bye for now.